Should work now. Should be fine. Should be fine. Alright. Alright. Cool.
Alright, I got a good feeling. I think this is going to be a fun one. Back in round one on Bedrock. Hope we can tell I'm on Bedrock. It's a good pause menu over here. I'll tell you guys, when I saw this game, I fully thought it was like a placeholder on the calendar. Because Team 1 is named Gamer Team, and Team 2 is called Placeholder. So I go to the calendar, see what game I'm going to comment over. It's Gamer Team versus Placeholder. I'm like, oh, this is probably not an actual game. Lo and behold, it's an actual game. Should be a fun one, though. I have, someone asked me last time. I did put the actual players who are playing in the description of this one. Now I don't have to read their names because you guys can just be people and go look. I'm going to pause this real quick. I think I can just go to F1 once I'm actually in the private game, so I won't have to keep it paused for too long. But I do need to grab a code real quick. Don't want anyone to snipe it.
Alright, let me see.
Let me get my starting soon text off here. All right. We're going to hang out here. One just made this private game. Game starts at 2, technically. It's 1:59, so it might be a second before we actually get moving, but pretty soon. Pretty soon. These two teams are both pretty on the ball with responding to stuff, so I don't think we're going to have any long wait times here or anything. I like Juan's little... I like the little hat there. That's good. I didn't get to see the games earlier today. There were a few this morning. I won't talk about any results in case someone wants to go back and watch those. I won't spoil anything, but a little too early for me. A little too European time zones. I can't wait. It was like 3 a.m., 6 a.m. my time. We got, I think, 3 in a row I'll be doing, though. I think there's one now, there's one in an hour, and then another like hour 15 after that. Got our first 4 in here, which got, I can't see names yet, 'cause if I go out of F1, then I'll show the private game code. But got a McDonald's worker over here. I like it. Nice little tuxedo, and there's just a Steve. Someone just sent a loading emoji. I hope that doesn't mean that the stream is lagging. I don't think it is. I think it should be fine.
No, it isn't.
Someone always at the beginning says it's like 380, but it's just YouTubing.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Oh, it's like really good quality right now. Also, I actually still love the texture pack.
Here. Alright. We have all 8 in here, so you guys can see first map is going to be Palace. You usually see the other 2 banned out. You usually see Palace, Royalty, and Beach being the 3 that get played. This is what happens a lot. Palace is a pretty mid-ground. Palace is, if you're going to consider Beach the most fast-paced.
You're showing the PG, bro. You're showing the PG.
In terms of how crazy ridiculous the mid is. I like it. I remember when Palace was introduced,
showing the PG
not super happy about it just because it was a lot of block spam of new blocks.
Ooh.
Because it was right after we went, I think from 1.9 to 1.12.2. Or it could have been like 1.12 to 1.16. It was when Cubecraft jumped a bunch of versions and we had access to the blocks like Glazed Terracotta, and I kind of went crazy with it. But I think it's aged pretty well. You don't hear anyone disliking it anymore. I agree, Hamud. I would like Java matches too. I mean, I'm a Java guy at heart. I feel you. I would love to comment over Java matches. There just hasn't been one that I'm able to make. There's one tomorrow that I think is early that I might go to. I think it's Kathy's team, just because I want to be able to see one. Because I still play Java. I'd still beat all you up in Java. Can't lie to you.
Yeah, for real.
Should be starting this match in a couple seconds, though. Gonna have gamer team on orange, I believe, and placeholder is gonna be blue. I'm just gonna say orange and blue, because if I call a team placeholder for too long, my head's gonna explode. Pretty good. You can see kind of what I'm talking about, the palace with the glazed terracotta and stuff, but I always thought it looked really nice.
Okay, this is gonna be easily over. Blue's winning.
Alright, so placeholder is Cubecraft is gonna be the one who goes straight to mid with that kit. Obviously, one kit gets you all the way to mid because you have those little stepping stones in the middle.
No,
nobody at mid and on the other side. So normally, like this would indicate to me that just from a first glance, placeholder is going to be the stronger team here. Not that I know any of the players, but because you really see almost every single team have a kit rush to mid right away. We do have someone. This is team captain A Ender over here. Does get to mid with gear, so they would have been able to take out Q Lewis. Lewis is still here, but they're going to have to get through, obviously, this person.
Right, couldn't they have picked a better...
When you replace the vowels with the X's, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I have no idea how to say your name. But Lewis does get back safely. They were basically just bodyguarding.
Just
was
say
trying to run past. They might still
bro.
try to run past, but Obsidian, you can see, is already there, and this person obviously doesn't have a diamond pickaxe, so unless they get a double kill here and buy a pickaxe and go up and break the egg, which I don't suspect is going to happen. Nothing important is going to happen over there. I'm interested to see whether Lewis just straight up bought gear or went for the little bit longer game and tried to buy diamond pickaxe. So instead of join, I think it's a little late to join your team, Noodles. I'm sure there's some like conflict of interest there too. Nothing interesting happened over at orange yet. Pretty mild. We do see actually gamer team, I was going to say having a reasonable control mid for a second, but Lewis did go the gear route. I'm surprised that they went full iron as opposed to getting a sword. They do have a decent sword. It looks like it's an iron sword. So it is better. Because I guess that makes sense, because there's a ton of gold on this map. Not as many diamonds, although the diamond gens are pretty fruitful here as well. Kind of similar to food in that there's just so much stuff in it.
They're kind of destroying them.
A little more difficult to get around than food, where you just run around that burger and you have 100 diamonds. I think it's a burger. Full control of mid for placeholder here for Team Blue. I was expecting a little more of a push right away, but it looks like they're content just farming some stuff up, playing safe for right now. We're going to have
I think we're playing it safe to just make this a little bit entertaining.
They're going to run back now. I wonder, I doubt they have a diamond gen yet. So this person getting back is actually pretty important because it means they'll be able to compete a little bit by upgrading this gen.
I'm not going to lie.
If that is what they decide to do. But there's still going to be obviously a pretty major gear disadvantage, at least in the short run, until they're able to get that up. You can see Q Lewis gets beat up a little bit. There's a couple good hits by Ender, but you're never getting a kill except in the void when you're fighting full iron with a wood sword.
Oh.
That was some good block placements there, but obviously,
good block placements.
I guarantee that whole fight, Q Lewis took maybe one full heart of damage. Now our first little attack, I'm, obviously 100% this person has a diamond sword. I'll tell you, it didn't really look like orange even had obsidian.
I don't think they have obsidian.
I guess I shouldn't go through the egg in case someone's looking at me, but I trust that no one playing a game is on stream.
There's no way they built a giant wall and they don't have obsidian.
Alright, Q Lewis does drop down. Now they're fully expecting there to be obsidian, right? If they knew there was no obby, they would just run up to mid immediately. Mayhem Kitties bought a diamond sword instead of the gen. You see there's a kill somewhere else in mid from Ender again. I'll accept this if they get a kill, but they just go down and then all those diamonds are gone. And here's Lewis. Lewis is going to be able to block off now. There is obsidian. Okay, I just didn't see a good place. That's just something I had to say before. And I was also wrong about Lewis. I'm shocked that you have full iron and you rush in here with no diamond pickaxe. This is a stone pick we're working with.
Of course he rushes with no pickaxe, bro. There's no need to rush with a diamond pickaxe.
Like,
Orange team's just that bad.
I guess you have your teammates fighting down there. Like, eventually you're gonna break it, but you might as well. Yeah, his teammate just stopped him from breaking it because he's using a stone pickaxe. Why? You're gonna get it, obviously, if your teammates are just.
They're actually just trolling, bro. They're just kind of like farm kill them.
Sword, right? Now we don't want to get into trolling territory here. Like, this egg does need to get broken. Oh, there was someone built in. They were on the other side. They switched sides. Okay, that's fine then. There you're gonna see Gamer, I think, go down. I love the usernames from Gamer Team. But those don't win you games, unfortunately. We're gonna have...
Wait, so we do have
somewhere. That's
actually,
no longer the case. This is gonna be the last one. This would be the biggest miracle in Cubecraft League history, maybe in Egg Wars history, if Apadappa was able to bring that one home, but they were not. That's gonna be game 1. After these games, I really like to say that, you know, it was close enough, and I'm expecting in game 3, expecting a comeback, right? There would have to be a lot of differences. That game was not super duper competitive. I love to see competitive games. I hope the second game is, but there would have to be a major adjustment.
He was so right. I mean, it's the best team in the league against, like, complete lawns, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, technically, their captain is decent.
Go ahead and wait and just get our second private game going. Juan's going to handle that because we love Juan. How about this is a best of 3, so it's either going to be 2 or 3 rounds. If Placeholder wins our second round as well, and I'll go ahead and update their score so we're all on the same page. 1-0. If they win the second round, then they will have won the set. 2-0, that'll be this game. If not, then we'll go to a game 3.
We're not going to do a game 3, bro. We're not even gonna close.
And go to the lobby of the people, actually.
Oh, let's see, I'll just throw on purpose. That'd be so funny.
Maybe not. Alright, I'm gonna pause real quick so I can get our second private game up. Or rather, so I can join our private game that Juan graciously put up. Alright, second game is going to be on food. I don't get to see... I think this is the first game I've watched that's going to be on food, so I will like this. I will say it's a little more volatile in the sense that, like I was kind of alluding to earlier, you can get a ton of diamonds really quick on food, like really fast. So if our other team here, if Gamer Team were theoretically able to get to mid, run around with diamonds, go back, having a gear advantage like that, I think is one way you can turn around such a, you know, at least from the looks of the first match, such a lopsided matchup. But the issue is we saw in the first game that Placeholder, like most people do, used a kit to get to mid, and Gamer Team didn't. And if that's the case again, then they're going to get ran over immediately. Because it's just, like, the amount of diamonds you can get in a short time on food is very, very difficult to deal with. We have all 8 in here, so I'm going to switch back over to gameplay. Now, if this game is quick, I will remind you, I got to check exact times, I guess, but I'm pretty sure we have a game just like an hour after this one. Yeah, so there's a game 50 minutes from now that'll start.
That's like 4 Raiders against Akage, right?
An hour and 15 minutes after that one. So for my time, that's 3 p.m. and 4:15 p.m. But I know my time.
For my team, it's 12 a.m.
Don't say that, Noodles. I don't want to see a speed run. I want to see a good game. Come on now. Alright, second game about to be underway. Got this
no,
nice
they should go for a speed run. The fastest match in league history. Okay, that's all.
Now, really, what I'm curious about is if we see any type of kit brush to mid, and we don't. So
no, wait.
Oh, we're gonna have to restart this instantly. Okay.
Are we kidding?
Something that we're gonna have to iron out with private games eventually is automatically setting the voting options, right?
Setting the voting options.
So that game ended up starting out normal, and we don't play normal in the game. So we're gonna take 2 here.
How did
everyone's already shouldn't take too long, but as it stands right now, people got to vote. So I'm gonna give Juan like 2 seconds to start up that second private game. I guess the third private game total. And maybe in a way I'm getting a game 3, right? So I just like got lost. I didn't know where I was supposed to go from there. Okay, do we have another private game up? We do. Alright, let me pause right quick. Alright, back on food. Nobody in here yet. Should happen soon, though. Is that a Bedrock thing, Hamud? Are you able to... Like, are you able to auto vote on Java? Like, do the private games work like that on Java? Because I honestly wouldn't know.
I don't know
But
either.
I thought it was pretty network-wide, the sad thing, unless you're saying Bedrock about something else.
W Bedrock. It's just about the Bedrock players, bro.
Lance is out here calling out a specific member of Placeholder, saying that we're going to have a game 3. See if it comes true. You know, I wouldn't mind that. Not that I want any specific player to sell, bro. But I do love game 3.
Wait, you can auto vote on
Zaza? We have all 8 in here? Yes, we do. Why
can you do it on Zaza?
Hopefully someone votes.
I'm not on Bedrock. Wait,
that would be ideal.
Not a reason why Zaza's better.
Never know.
No, Zaza sucks. Oh, I do have my notifications on. God damn it.
Alright. Same thing as last time. Now, this is actually cool because I saw how our team over here started. Now, I want to look at the difference. I want to look at our placeholder, right? So the difference is they actually have 2 block kits because you need more than that. So that's a little game knowledge, right? That you need 2 of the kits to get to mid. And if you see, these are both level 3. And, you know, Orange did get to mid pretty quick. They actually got there fast enough to be able to get one of the gens because only Lewis actually went for diamonds.
Yeah,
so being able to trade there with no kit is actually good because now you're probably going to have healers for the rest of the game, right? That's a little bit of an advantage there.
They're not dead.
So, I mean, the first little mini interaction, I'd say, is a win from Gamer Team.
No, it's not.
However, if you lose your egg, it doesn't really matter.
Their egg's already done.
You know, you split the diamonds, that's good, but your egg's an andesite, and it's gone. Okay. I shouldn't have said that, right? I'm like, oh, they got diamonds, that's great, perfect. You know, they're going to be competitive, but they just got bum rushed. Which happens, you know, they didn't grab gold in time. Now, there's gold right here, so you probably could have grabbed the gold, come back, and got off. It would have been ideal. Ender's going to have gear now, right? Like, Ender's a solid player, and they're going to have gear, but it's going to be also a, you know,
what do you mean there's a solid player?
This is interesting. Ender might just want to run, because the entire team blue.
I think it's not, like...
Is at orange base. So all his teammates are probably going to get wiped, especially because one of them has no armor.
I think Ender's just
versus Electro over here. That's a pretty even fight, it looked like, but
time to go spectate Ender.
So it comes down over here. Now there's probably Obby on this egg, but it's gonna be a 1v1, right? If you have a diamond pickaxe right here, you get the egg, you know, or maybe not because Fabs actually went from no armor to iron armor, so maybe you don't get the egg. Yeah, I didn't realize Fabs had been at mid, but I guess it makes sense because all the other members were not. Knocked off there, that's probably it. There's just too many swords coming in now, too much damage. They are able to get back to the bridge, which is like the most important thing. They're probably going to have to build up here. If you go straight, you're going to get knocked back by Electro over here, which they do. You do have the little... Oh, I was going to say you have the little bench on the table, but obviously if you die to fall damage, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so that was smart, right? You don't want to give any, like I was saying earlier, you don't want to give any opportunity for the other team to gear up, which is exactly what happened, right? Gamer team did end up getting gear, but when you get the egg immediately and you kill 3 out of the 4 team members, losing from that state is pretty impossible. I'm sure it's happened. I wonder if a Cubecraft League game has ever, like, eggless 1v4 come back to win all the way in, like, an actual competitive matchup. I would doubt it, because that's really hard.
Not a 1v4.
But, as I said earlier, this game, you know, this is a clean 15 minutes, is going to be 2-0 for...
In any case...
Placeholder. I don't like this team name because I'm going to keep thinking they're not a real team because they're called Placeholder. But 2-0 for Placeholder. They're going to move on to round 2. See if they have a team who they're going to play. They don't yet. They're going to play either Lucky Ones or Spartans. If I look at our